Hey up, it's Steve from that old Yorkshire geek. Bit of Star Wars news this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So let's have a look. Here we go. The Mandalorian. Season 3, first look at Praetorian Guard revealed. Will Andy Serkis return as Snoke? This is from Sci-Fi and Fantasy Gazette. And also, is it makingstarwars.net, I think. Anyway, links in the description. Don't forget, like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell. I'm also on Rumble, Anchor.fm, Spotify, Amazon Music podcasts, and Google Play podcasts, or Google Music podcasts, whatever the hell it's called. And also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all that stuff. Links are in the description. Right. More details for The Mandalorian Season 3 have been revealed, and we have a first look at the show's take on Star Wars The Last Jedi's Praetorian Guards. Could this mean Supreme Leader Snoke will appear? It's been, been promised, hasn't it, since the beginning of The Mandalorian, that we're leading towards Episode 7. There were hopes that it were going to change, but it looks like it's not. Anyway, Making Star Wars has shared some new intel on The Mandalorian Season 3, including the fact one source has called it a very overworked, mismanaged, disastrous marathon to nowhere. We find it hard to believe the series is about to drop off a cliff following the spelled stellar wrong, first 2 seasons, but chaos behind the scenes at Lucasfilm does appear to be the norm. It sounds like there were a lot of reshoots, but those aren't necessarily cause for concern. It depends, doesn't it? And it seems the bigger issue was with how the crew was treated rather than any creative/story issues. Last year, we heard that Star Wars The Last Jedi's Red Praetorian Guards may make an appearance in The Mandalorian, with them potentially joining Moff Gideon in battle when he dons his own red and black armour, while adorned with a horned Mandalorian helmet. The site has managed to share a first look at one of the guards, and you can see the design around the 6-minute 5 mark in the video below, which I've already paused it. If you want to watch the video, obviously follow the link in the description. It's there. But there you go. There's a butcher's hook at the design. I've got to be honest, it doesn't look a lot like the Praetorian guards we saw in The Last Jedi. Apart from it's red, but if you look at it, it looks more Mandalorian, doesn't it? Or the Emperor's Imperial Guards, whatever they called them, that we saw in Return of the Jedi, didn't we? Yeah, there you go. That's what they look like in Return of the Jedi, didn't? Last Jedi. They don't look, that design doesn't exactly look like that because they've got no black on the helmets, have they? No visors. Anyway, that's what that looks like. Inevitably, this will lead to more Supreme Leader Snoke speculation. The series has previously hinted that Moff Gideon is attempting to bring Emperor Palpatine back through cloning, though with the prevailing theory being that Din Djarin will ultimately be responsible for stopping the villain from returning to full power. Sorry, I'm just thinking the Rise of Skywalker. Cloning. Things only the Sith know, or whatever he says, him from Lord of the Rings. Anyway, the site notes that their sources informed them Andy Serkis did some motion capture work while shooting Andor, a series that didn't require any. Technically it did, because we saw like a K2SO type droid, didn't we? So that'll have been motion captured, so maybe he did that. With that in mind, it's possible the actor shot some scenes as Snoke. I bet he didn't. Possibly giving us a long overdue origin story for the horribly scarred villain and how he ended up being a puppet for Palpatine to control from Exegol. Yeah, but we saw him in Rise of Palpatine, Skywalker. We saw Snoke clones in them vats, didn't we? The tubes. What's this, some kind of tube? And and he was scarred already in there, wasn't he? Before he was, decanted. We'll obviously have to wait and see whether any of this happens, of course. The Mandalorian Season 3 returns to Disney Plus on March the 1st, not long to go. So there we go. So I don't think we'll see Snoke. I don't think we will. I mean, you never know, but I don't think we will. I think they're pipe dreams, son. That's what they are. So there you go. So I don't think these are going to be Snoke's Praetorian guards. I think they're going to be another sort of, elite force, like we saw the what they called them? Well, the Sith troopers in. Was that what they called? I can't remember what they called them. I think it was Sith troopers, wasn't it? Like the red stormtroopers that we saw in Rise of Palpatine. I'm still going to call it that. Anyway, so there you go. So there's going to be some red warriors in Mandalorian Season 3. So there you go. So we'll leave it there. So thanks for watching. Let me get rid of that. Thanks for watching. Wherever you are in the universe, look after each other. And until next time, I'll say they.